sure to check out Agelessgeeks.com for your figures and collectibles. Be sure to check out our podcast, hosted by me, Daredevil19, and Starblast Studios. The link to our podcast on Spotify is in the description, and we do a lot of awesome topics from figures to anime and just a ton of other stuff. So what is going on, my fellow collectors? How is everybody doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Neca Ultimate Edition Snake Predator. And again, another great addition to Neca's Predator line and their Lost Tribe line. So without further ado, let's get into it right away and take a super duper quick look at the Boxaroo. I don't know why I called it a Boxaroo, but let's continue. Alright, so for the box here, pretty basic, love the artwork on the front. There's the side, the back with a couple promo images, and the other Lost Tribe members, and then there's the other side, and you can open it showing a window and a very nice promo image as well. So now for the detail. This is always one of the best parts to NECA's figures. Their detail is always on point, whether it's the paint or the sculpt. The paint is nice and clean throughout the figure and all the tiny sculpt detail. One thing that sticks out to me about this Predator that I love is the fur pieces around the waist and on the shoulder. It just gives this Predator a different look compared to the other Lost Tribe members. The biomask is also sick as hell, and the unmasked head looks good too. So as you can see here, his dreads are a lot shorter compared to others. But fun fact, that just means he's the youngest Predator in the tribe. The shorter dreads, the younger and not as experienced. But the longer the dreads on a Predator, the older they are, but extremely experienced and just pretty much badass, like Predator Wolf from AVP Requiem, even though his dreads weren't that long. Another thing I really like about Snake Predator here is the coloration of his skin. All the different colors they use, like the beige, the dark brown, the light brown, just looks really nice. There's even some orange on there as well. So the last couple Lost Tribe members, I did have a couple stuck joints, but with Snake here, I didn't have any stuck joint issues at all, which is extremely surprising, because you always at least have one stuck joint with a NECA Predator. Hopefully all future releases will not have these stuck joints anymore. So now moving on to the height for Snake Predator. So to the very tippity topper to his biomask, looks like he's pretty much 8 inches tall, which is basic for Predators. Now let's see him compared to some other brethren here. So we do have some other Lost Tribe members, Shaman Predator, then we do have the Warrior Predator, and then on the right we do have the Jungle Hunter Predator, and one of my favorites, the City Hunter Predator. And here is Snake Predator, also compared to the McFarlane Toys Rebirth Batman, the McFarlane Toys Shadow of Spawn, the NECA Ultimate Armored Last Ronin, and then we do have the Black Series. Let me stop acting like an idiot. The Black Series Mandalorian. So now let's take a look at the accessories. I don't know why I keep calling them that, but he is loaded with a bunch of stuff, which he should be since he is an Ultimate Edition. But I do love everything we get with this figure. Those blades are definitely my favorite. But something I always notice with NECA is they constantly reuse the same hands, which is fine, but they're gripping hands. The right one is always more tight or narrow, while the left hand has a more open or wide grip. So NECA constantly reuses these same hands. And it's fine, like I said, but the handles on those blades for those bladed weapons are big, so the tight gripping hand doesn't grip it as good. And you really gotta pry open the fingers to get them to grab it. Something I don't understand is why doesn't NECA just make 2 new gripping hands to match identically with the other gripping hands? One set for the wider grip, one set for the narrow grip. To me, it's cheap of them to do that. Like, they refuse to make new hands. That's something that keeps bugging me about their Predator figures. And I'm sure it bugs other collectors as well. So taking a closer detailed look at the head sculpts here, man, that unmasked one looks so good with the sculpting and just the paint on it alone looks great. And I love how they gave it like a reptilian wet look as well, which I feel like Predators should always have like that type of look. But eyes are both painted looking in the same direction. We got the shorter dreads, all individual as well. And the Master Biomask head sculpt looks great. I love the unique look of his Biomask. Very different compared to pretty much every other Predator we have in this line, but great sculpting and painting once again. And for the rest of the stuff, we get my favorite accessories, these bladed weapons. These things are awesome. Love the paintwork on them and the sculpting. Then we do get the combi sticks, so we do have the retracted one. And then we also do get the extended one, which we usually do with pretty much all the Predator figures. I do like the gold look to it. Then we do get the throwing discs, and we do get a vertebrae with a skull, which looks great. Beautiful sculpt and paintwork on it, as you can see there, but we've gotten this plenty of times before. I do like the bloody ones better. Then we do get the throwing discs. We have a open and a collapsed one. As you can see, the collapsed one you can holster on his thigh like the other Predators, but once again, great sculpting and painting throughout both these accessories here. And now let's take a look at all the hands. So we do get a total of 5 alternate hands. So starting on the left, we do get a right open hand, which is meant for him to grip onto the throwing disc. Then we do get a pair of open, splayed out hands. These are the ones that come on the figure out of the packaging. Then we do get a pair of gripping hands, and this is what I was talking about with the gripping hands. The left one's is more of a wide grip. The right one is a tighter grip. Even though the grip looks a little wider, it's because I've been having him hold those bladed weapons with the thick handles. But great sculpting and painting throughout all the hands, and they are very simple to swap out as well. Alright, so now let's move on over to the articulation here. So pretty much basic Predator movement. Looks down really good with the neck, up about that much. You do get the very nice pivot. I love the pivot on the neck articulation here. Then you get the swivel. Torso goes forward about that much, then goes backaroo pretty good, and then we do get pivot. Joints a little tight, but you can still get them to move. Then we do get swivel at both those joints as well. And then the arms go out to the side about 90 degrees. They do go up-aroo and down-aroo, and then we do get the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. Then we do have a swivel and hinge at the wrist-aroo. God damn it, stop saying roo after everything. Then the legs kick forward about 90 degrees, go back that much, then they can definitely Van damn it! Very nice leg movement. Forgot to show the thigh swivel. We do have double jointed knees. Very nice movement there. Then the ankles do swivel up a little bit, hinge down a tiny bit, and then you do get the basic Predator ankle pivot. So decent movement with Snake here. But anyway, I really dig this figure. These Lost Tribe Predators are all pretty much great. This figure doesn't have QC issues like a couple previous Predator figures, and I didn't run into any stuck joints, which is a huge plus. Thank God. That's probably the most irritating thing about NECA figures when you get a new one. You always worry if you'll have a stuck joint, and if you do, you hope you could fix it. So I'm hoping from now on we won't see these stuck joints as much, which means less breaks, which is also good. And I do love how different this Snake Predator looks compared to the others. They made Snake look so unique that he's gonna stand out on the shelf. The detail was handled incredibly well, the articulation is good, basic pred movement, and the accessories are cool as hell. So now for my rating for Snake here. For the detail, I'm easily giving this a 9.7. Articulation, pretty basic. I'm going to have to give it an 8.1, and then the accessories, definitely going to have to give that a 9.2. So my overall rating for Snake Predator here is an 8.9. Now, for the QC issue rating, I'm going to give it a 10. I did not have any QC issues at all with this figure, which is surprising because NECA usually has some sort of QC issues. Now, the price rating, a pretty basic price, so I'm going to give the price rating for Snake here an 8.7. But anyway, everyone, that is my review of the NECA Ultimate Edition Snake Predator. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and let me know your thoughts and opinions about the figure in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode of Daredevil 19, and I will also
See you guys later.